Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, joined by the 5-foot wonder of the world.
The
Jill.
fifth wonder of the world, 5-foot wonder. I don't know.
It's Jill. We're in California. We have the GMC Sierra Ultimate Denali. And yes, we want to talk about the walk around the exterior, and we'll do some, there's some little odd things we'll put in this video as well as we'll do on our TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. This is Titanium Rush, and what I wanted to show was in the sunlight what Titanium Rush looks like. I had some people question on the YouTube on the comments. I've seen this in studio and I've seen it at night, but I haven't seen it at daylight. So would you say that's like a purple?
To me, that's so. This is
yeah.
purple.
I was gonna say your hair is purple.
I'm like, this is purple.
Right.
I'd say this is more of a blue.
Yeah, but it's got an interesting shade. So almost like you can see the shadow here. It's got more of a black to it when I put the shadow, then you pull it away. It's got more of that blue to it.
Yeah, it's like almost like a blue-gray.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily black to me. In the shade, it looks more gray. But yeah, you can see like some blue metallic sparkly stuff. This is like the kind of paint I would like on my fingernails.
There you go, GM, make it happen. All right, let's real quick walk through a little bit of the exterior. So this is the new Vader Chrome.
Yeah.
Okay, Vader Chrome, and they made titanium. That's a bug. Made titanium Rush match, right?
Ugh.
Jeans are good for that. Anyways, they moved the fog lamp down, and they've changed the signature here, and then this is a little bit different than you see prior generation 2022. So that stuff I just talked about here, and there, that's on SLE, SLT, that's in all of them. It just happens to be where the Denali Ultimate has the new unique grille.
Yep.
With the Vader Chrome with Titanium Rush.
And the black GMC or blacked out.
Is that black or is it Titanium Rush there?
No, it is. They said it was blacked out. So like I think on like if we can see a red one or something tomorrow, it'll be this color as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we still got the chrome there. So there's really nothing. So if you take a 2022 or 2019 and cut it off from here, the sides are all the same. The front's different except for. Voila! Hey Jill, that looks like a map of something.
That would be the map of Denali. And by the way, this is a topographical map, and I can now tell you, because of my Rebel Rally training, what the contour lines mean. As they get closer, the incline is steeper.
Do you like how I hand that off to her?
I'm like, more information than you want, but that's what that means. But yeah, the topographical map of Denali, and by the way, you were going to see that a lot on this vehicle.
Right, so what we're going to do is, this is 6.2, you get a 3.0 liter diesel as well. You get two choices in that. That's basically, there's two choices and there's choices of colors.
Yeah, so there's 5 paint colors, and then you have 2 engine options, and
that's it.
That's it.
Everything else is standard.
What you see is what you get. It's the ultimate. That's why it's called the ultimate. It's because it's ultimately everything here.
All right, and we have crew cab 5.5-foot bed because everything is Carbon Pro, and Carbon Pro has only done 5.5-foot bed, so that's there. Oh, Jill, does your foot still fit in there? Ha-ha!
No, so this is funny. This is a little bit smaller. They had to, because they put Super Cruise on this, they needed to make sure that they got all the sensors in. So this bed step is a little bit smaller than what it would be on a regular GMC vehicle. But as you can see, like basically my entire foot fits in here. And
yeah, because it's usually cut like this, size 13-foot boot, shack size.
But now it's size 4 shoe size.
But the only change back here, I mean, everything else is standard. They did change the GMC here. We have a lot of leaves.
We do.
Apparently it's fall here in California. No, we have the GMC.
Sorry, I'm just going to rock you a leaf.
Oh, yes, it does. We have the GMC badge there. Everything else is basically the same.
So again, blacked out. The wheels are also different.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have 22 exclusive. And this is, I just asked the guy, this is different than the Yukon Denali Ultimate that got revealed today.
Yep.
That you can find on the channel, which Phil will link to above. Do you think? But no, it's a different wheel on that, which I'm totally...
I forget exactly, like, they're like, it's machine whatever.
Gloss black with chrome accents or something like that, yeah. Basically what I see. I mean, this has got to be chrome accent there. That's machine black, yeah.
And it looks good.
Yeah, looks good. So there you go there. Let's, the cabin... One thing I want to talk about is, so GMC does an amazing job. All GM do, they put the vehicle trailer towing here and the payload. Oh, quiet down.
It's just saying the key was left in the vehicle. It's just giving you the alert.
So max payload is 1,479 pounds. They actually give you curb weight as well, which really you can't always find accurately in many of these vehicles. You can take GVWR minus max payload, and you basically get curb weight, but you can see our numbers are a little bit different there. So well, actually that probably adds up. Anyways, we have gross combined weight rating, which, by the way, I thought was interesting too. So Super Cruise does work with trailering with this truck, but it does have an indicator if you exceed GCWR, which, pop quiz, do you know what that means?
Gross something.
It's gross. Gross combined weight rating, that is going to be the truck and the trailer you're pulling. That's the combo weight of both of those together. So, Jill, we have
One
leather.
more thing.
Yes.
Before you go into the interior, I just want to point out there really isn't a lot of ultimate badging on here. The only ultimate badging you're going to see is right there on the front that we pointed out with the topographical map.
Right, that is true, yeah.
The visual differences are just the up-level finishings, but where the big changes are going to be with this vehicle with the ultimate trim, so you do have the badging here as well, but the big changes are on the interior with the finishes. You have leather on the door. You've got this really attractive and interesting, I've never seen anything quite like this, stitching.
Right, yeah, that, I forget the word for it. I saw it in the press release. They have a word for that. It's actually in all the Denali Ultimates. It's that stitching.
So that special stitching there. And then you can see it again here on the seats. And by the way, the seats are actually comfortable.
They actually are.
Actually, which doesn't happen in a lot of General Motors vehicles. But you have the really nice leather here. Again, topographical map here, topographical map here, topographical map in the wood grain on the dash, and massaging seats.
Massaging seats, so was it 6-way power seats plus massage?
Oh, it's more than, I think it's like 16-way power adjustable seats plus the massage, because, I mean, when you think about it, the seat goes down,
that's what I said.
It goes up, it goes, like, I think the seat bottom will tilt, you've got the forward and the back, and then you've got all your great lumbar support things here, and then the massaging seat button.
Yeah, so, and we have all that. Then you have the new shifter, which is, people like to talk about console versus column, but you can't really use...
People really love this shifter. just in case you were wondering.
The guy right there. But the biggest thing is so if you had a column shifter here, you couldn't use this screen. It would get in the way, right? So that's much better in this situation.
But I don't know that I'm unconvinced. So, I mean, if you have the column shifter, it would probably hit about here. So I'm unconvinced that would interfere with the screen. We did see the column shifter on some of the lower trim Silverados, and if you get the bench seat in the Silverado, it does still have the column shifter. Obviously the Denali Ultimate is not going to have an available column shifter. You've got this lovely thing here, but I wonder if we can see the startup animation now. Probably not. There's a really cool startup animation, which, again, by the way, is going to have, no, I think it's when you just open the door. It has, again, the topographical map of Denali.
So how's that start button look?
It's big. That is like, okay, so granted, my hands are not the best scale of how big something is, but that is like, that is a big start button, and I will be honest with you, when I was looking for it, I thought it would be here, and it's there, or I thought it would be here, but yeah, kind of, I mean, something you get used to, but yeah, it's big. Okay, so looking at this stuff, I will point out you do have a Google operating system, so you have your Google News and your Google Assistant, your Google Play Store if you wanted extra apps, and then you have your Google Map operating system. So yeah, we've seen this in the Silverado, we've seen it in the Hummer EV. This is the new direction that General Motors is going with its operating system. But the really great thing is, in addition to having the Google operating system, you still have Apple CarPlay and you still have Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay is wireless. So I've got my phone paired with the system right now, and all right. So we were driving around. It has some directions there, but you've got, again, I've got a text message from Tim. But, oh, and the plotty hotties. We'll talk about that at another point. But, you know, it operates the way you think it would, but it doesn't take up the full screen, so it's more of like a 2/3 screen, and then you have this over here with some cards that you can kind of scroll through. So, Google operating system, Google Assistant. I wonder if one of my favorite features is on here. Hey, Google. Tell me a joke.
Which animal is the least trustworthy? Cheetahs.
Cheetahs. And I like the sound effects. It has like a little sound effect there. But yeah. Okay, so I like being told a joke. Okay, so just doing another quick look at the interior. You've got the stitching on the dash. You've got leather here. This is the wood grain with, again, your topographical map of Denali. And yeah. One thing there is not in here, no panoramic moonroof.
There's no panoramic moonroof. There's also no sunglass holder. Like, little pop-down sunglass holder there. So I put my sunglasses there because I have really no spot for them. And also the trailer brake controller is in a really interesting spot. Most people don't. Here's a fun fact for you. Most people don't tow their trucks. They just don't. And so to have that trailer brake controller there, it's a pretty prominent spot. And so it's a little interesting they put that there. So that was kind of interesting. We do still have auto 4-wheel drive over here. We have different drive modes. And then I was playing with something here, by the way, too, where I was going, yeah, this is odd. There's a blank digital page among your choices of whether transmission, brake, off-road, speed, and they have a blank page, which I just thought was interesting. But they do have different display layouts. You can go through different ones. And I do like that, so you can actually customize the truck a little bit more to what you want. And there's digital, and then there's classic, or there's clean, excuse me. So I do like that you can go through and make some changes to that dash. Pretty impressive there. But yeah, I think I think overall it's a really good looking truck. Put my stuff in the shade a little bit, but I really like the seat comfort. I like everything, the styling. I'm surprised about the panoramic moonroof. Really surprises me. And I'm really surprised that there's not a sunglass holder. Those are just basic things for me. Panoramic moonroof has become a thing, staple to the industry. A little surprising.
On the other hand, I am not bothered by the fact that there is no panoramic moonroof. I don't know. To me, I'm just like, whatever. Whoever uses the panoramic moonroof, I mean, feel free to comment below. Like, does that matter to you? I mean, it's nice to say, oh, it has a panoramic moonroof, but who actually uses it?
That's a good one. So $82,000 on dealership lots now.
One more thing.
What's up? Oh, I'm gonna get around the side so we don't see Jill's butt on camera. Like, we don't need to see it more often.
Oh, so, oh, and by the way, I'm gonna point out.
Oh yes, another Denali, Mount Denali topographical map.
So in the back seat, you have heated seats, which I appreciate, as well as USB-C and USB-A charge ports and air vents. But what's missing back here, Tim?
Yeah, there's no controls for the person back here.
Yeah, so $82,000. $82,000. I'm just gonna repeat that one more time. $82,000.
Yeah.
There should be HVAC controls.
It is interesting, but you know, the other interesting part is no panoramic moonroof means you have this indentation for your head. See how Jill's needs more headroom back here?
I totally need more headroom, and I'm sitting on the middle seat, which is even a little bit high, and I feel like I'm brushing my head against the ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that's enough of Jill, so let's go ahead and close the door. Hey, for more, check the videos over here.
You can't get rid of me. Right. I keep coming back.
For more, check the videos over here, website down below. As always, thanks for watching. We will see you down the road.